Well, hello and welcome to Got Clutter
Awesome.
Get Organized, the conversation portion. I'm excited because I always get excited when I'm with a fellow organizer. But this organizer has a specialty and she is called the Moving Whisperer. Thank you so much, Marla Alt, for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me, Janet. I
So
am
before
happy to
we
be
start
here.
talking about, just some do's and don'ts with moving, how did the Moving Whisperer title come about? I'm curious.
It's a really cute story. It actually was born through one of my clients, and she hired us to move her mother-in-law. Was an Upper East Side apartment. It was a downsize. She wanted us simply to do the packing and the unpacking, and she was handling all the moving logistics. On the day of the move, she called. We were due to come in the afternoon. I said, "How's everything going? Movers arrived. Not our responsibility." She said, "Yes, move is great, but I have one major problem." I said, "What is it?" She said, "That's why I'm calling. You're super resourceful, and I know you're going to solve it. No pressure." Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, she needed blackout curtains because her mother in law was an extremely sensitive sleeper. Nobody thought of that. So she goes, "Can you solve it?" And I go, "I actually can." Because there was a store where I was that was like a mom and pop shop. This is like 10 years ago, that actually cut blackout shades to order on site. And so we solved it. And from that day on, I have owned the title as the moving
So,
whisperer.
as the expert, what are some of the things when people are moving that they do, but they really should not do? Because, as you know from your experience, not only working with clients, but probably your personal experience, there's so many like little details that need to be taken care of. But what are some of the things we just should not do when it comes to moving?
Roll up in a ball and go into denial.
I like that.
Because that's what we all want to do when it comes to moving. Nobody's exempt, really. Moving is so overwhelming and an emotional roller coaster. But in answer to your question, we actually have a tool on our website that is a tip moving guide that has a wealth of information and can really help to make things easier. What you don't want to do, my number one, so listen up, people. Number one, you do not want to pack everything you own and worry about it on the other side. No, 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 no. You want to purge, 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 and then purge some more. Because what we see is people pack up everything they own. They go literally because they're in denial. They end up packing to pay to pack all the stuff and then pay to move it and end up getting rid of half of it on the other side. And it's much more challenging to get rid of it on the other side. A lot of people are downsizing apartment buildings and residential living. It's not easy. So that's my best piece of advice of what not to do when moving is do not take everything with you.
And you
Please,
know what,
please,
Marla?
please.
I'm going to share this interview with everybody I personally know that is moving because, like you said, they just pack everything. So, thank you so much for sharing that. So, with that, what is something that maybe like one thing that you see that people should do, but maybe that they don't do when it comes to moving?
I love that question because I would really be so happy if I could get everybody well supplied with what they need when moving, especially if you're doing your own packing. You want to have all the supplies. Yes, of course, there's the obvious boxes, packing paper, scissors, markers, bubble paper. But then there's like the little stuff that makes all the difference: labels, color coding markers, post-its, Ziplocs, painter's tape we use a lot to prevent things from leaking, you know, that. And you want to have a lot of it, and you want to have it at various locations throughout your home. That will really make things go so much easier. And don't take this on your own, especially when you're downsizing. That's why there's companies like 123 Organize who specialize in move management, and you can use any part of our services that you want, but it will really make it so much easier and reduce your
I
stress,
am just loving
guaranteed.
all of your tips, Marla, all of them. So, how do you stay organized? Because you are helping your clients, you've got family, you've got friends, you probably do things in the community. So, what is like maybe one thing that you do that really helps you stay organized?
My two favorite words, plan and project. All the time. I am just such a planner and projector, constantly looking at the calendar, going forward. What's needed? What are the details? What are the logistics? Who needs to do what? How is it going to get done? So you really have to embrace the details. And then for my own personal space, I really do a round robin throughout my house all the time. What drawer hasn't been given attention? What season's coming up? What am I going to have out that I don't have out? And really, it's constant. It's a labor of love. I enjoy it, but I tell people break it down to small baby steps. Start with 15 minutes, set a timer, make a reasonable goal. Maybe it's just like a little bathroom drawer that you haven't dealt with, and have an uninterrupted time. Do not look at that phone. You would be amazed. You will get that drawer done and you will be so
Oh,
happy you did
wow,
it.
Marla, I could really talk to you and ask you some more questions, but your time is valuable. So, how can someone listening who is either downsizing or moving connect with you and even, take advantage of some of the resources you have on your website?
Right. Thanks for asking. And I'm glad you did bring that up because we actually have a moving guru guide coming out. It's going to be released like next week. And that is going to be a real game changer for anyone who's moving. So you can check that out. That's going to be on our website at 123Organize. We're like everybody else. We're on Insta, LinkedIn, Facebook. Check us out. You know how to count people. You're going to remember 123. So organize. It's easy to organize with me. 123Organize. We're out there on every platform. If you have anything you want to reach out and get an answer to, give us an email. Give us a shout out at inquiries at
Thank you so much,
123organize.com.
Marla, for your time. It has truly been a pleasure talking with you today.
Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much for having me. And remember, people, just embrace the process. Do not go into denial. I promise you will benefit.